Good morning, everyone. Hearty welcome to the final day of India's biggest futuristic and vibrant festival, the Summit of Future 2025, proudly hosted by Jain University. Yes, calls for an applause. It has been exciting and eventful 6 days here at the Summit of Future 2025, and we deep dived into one theme every day, starting with education on day one and technology, earth, creative, entrepreneurship, and green on subsequent days. And here we are. Today is the 7th day where we zoom into the future of culture. We hope to foster a better understanding and appreciation of human connection across cultures through the sessions that will be organized today. So are we ready? Are we ready for the future? All right, let's get started. Before I invite you to the plenary session, the first plenary session on stage, you can see that there's an auspicious ceremony waiting to be done on stage. We'll be starting this final day at the Summit of Future 2025 with a lamp lighting ceremony. And for this, I'd like to bring on stage the two speakers of our first plenary session on stage, Dr. Jose Chacko Periappuram, cardiac surgeon and medical writer. Hearty welcome on stage, sir. Being joined by Mr. Gaurav Gupta, founder president of Global Trade and Technology Council of India, Dr. Tom Joseph, Director of New Initiatives, Jain University, Professor J. Lada, our respected Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. K. Madhukumar, Joint Controller of Examinations, Jain University, Mr. Sube Kurian, Head of Operations, Jain University, Kochi, Dr. Girish, Associate Professor, Jain University. Yes, he is an associate professor with management, but he is also the festival co-director, one of the main men behind the Summit of Future 2025. Without any further ado, we request all the dignitaries on stage to do the honors and light the lamp to commence the proceedings on our final day. As we all know, this is the first edition of the Summit of Future, and we envisage this as a tradition into the future. So this is just the beginning of a lot of good things to come in a grand vision that we have for the future. We request all of you to step up to the center stage for a photograph. Meanwhile, yes, can we have a group photograph of all our dignitaries taken, please? And after this auspicious ceremony, there's one more special ceremony that's going to happen on stage. One person on this stage has made all of us Malayalis so proud already, and on Republic Day this year, something even more special happened. And we are going to take a moment on this stage to honor the man who was awarded with Padma Bhushan, the third highest civilian award in our country, just 4 days ago on Republic Day this year. We request Dr. Tom Joseph to honor Padma Bhushan Dr. Professor J. Lata, We'll be presenting a Ponnada to Dr. Chacko Periappuram. He performed the first successful heart transplant in the Kerala state and the first successful heart retransplant in our country. His other achievements include the first beating heart surgery and many, many other achievements. He's also the founder and chairman of the Heart Care Foundation, which is a charitable trust that financially assists poor heart patients. It is a moment of extreme pride for Jain University as this man has come on our stage to speak to us. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And we request Dr. Chacko Periappuram and Dr. Gaurav Gupta to stay back on stage for the first session. Thank you. Your seats are set. And with that, we are all set for the first plenary session on this stage on the final day of the Summit of Future 2025. And this session will look into global well-being for a harmonious future. Speaking to us first is none other than Dr. Chacko Periappuram.
Thank you very much for the wonderful introduction. Honorable Mr. Gupta, Tom, Dr. Leda, other faculty of Jain University, and my dear students and friends. I am not a speaker. I don't speak very well as many other people around here. I was telling in the morning breakfast session as well that I'm a hardcore dedicated professional, and my usual address is to address to the medical fraternity about heart diseases and treatment for heart diseases. So I probably may be an odd person among all your guests to speak to you. Happiness, of course, is something which we all would like to cherish, and the whole world has to be happy for a continuous and relentless progress. For me, happiness is a completion of my mission. And for you also, happiness has to be reaching your aims and goals. A happy individual makes the country happy, and a happy country makes the globe happier. When I came back from UK after being there for nearly 10 years in 1995, I started the first open heart surgery department in the state of Kerala, based at Medical Trust Hospital, Cochin. There were a lot of resistances in my work because that time Kerala was not doing any open heart surgeries. And a lot of the people thought that Kerala can't do it also. It's not only cardiac surgery, but also we Keralites always thought that we cannot achieve the goals as much as it can be achieved in other states. So my journey was against a lot of resistance, but I could, with a great team of doctors and paramedics, commence the first open heart surgery department in Kerala. When I left to UK in 1986 to continue with my postgraduate studies, my favorite teacher and my mentor, Dr. Chandramohan, a heart surgeon now, the Dean of Gokula Medical College, Trivandrum, told me, Jose, you come back, don't stay abroad, you come back after getting trained and serve the people of our state. And just before I was leaving, he asked me, if you come back to India, what would you like to do? Then I said, sir, I would like to do the first heart transplant in India. So I went abroad, and when I came back after my graduation in 1996, already the first heart transplantation was successfully conducted at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. But I had to establish myself as a cardiac surgeon to begin with, because heart transplantation is something which the surgeons will be able to do only after many years of doing ordinary heart surgeries and bringing up a great team. In 2003, our team could do the first heart transplantation in Kerala on the 13th of May. And the individual who underwent the transplant was one Mr. Abraham. I always thought that anything to achieve in our life, we need courage. I always tell the students to plod on in spite of all the resistances in their life. The one sentence which was written on the wall of the director of my hospital was, "Let not anything stop you from going forward other than yourself." When we go forward in our life, there will be a lot of resistances. And each resistance has to be an encouragement for all of us to succeed further and further. In the morning, one of the faculty who was talking said that every time when he had obstacles and obstructions, he could do better. So for me, the encouragement was from the patient himself. When I met Abraham in a hospital nearby, I told him that you would need heart transplantation. And of course, he said, "Doctor," he looked at my face and said, "Doctor, I would like to have my heart transplanted because I can't live like this anymore." I looked at his face. I told him, "Abraham, I have never done a heart transplant in my life. I have seen few of them, and nobody has done it in our state. And on top of that, we need a heart, a donor of his same blood group, a donor of his same body weight, who should be dying in an accident, sustaining brainstem death, and the family willing to donate the heart of their beloved, which is a rare and very divine coincidence, which probably may not be possible at all." Abraham looked at me and told me, "Sir, you can do it. I am with you." So he gave me the courage. The courage which I never had to do a heart transplant was inspired and instilled by my own patient to a doctor. That is how we could do the first heart transplant. Likewise, we had so many instances in our career about people encouraging the doctors to do procedures which they think it is risky, and those people who showed bravery and inspired the doctors always succeeded in the treatment. The strong body is with the strong mind. So I learned from them, my patients, that one should be brave and courageous in whatever we take up in our life. And let nothing stop you from going forward other than yourself. And you yourself should not stop as well. That is the secret of success in our lives as well. Another thing which I thought was love for each other. When we talk about global, harmonious, happy life, we nowadays see a lot of discontented faces in our society. We see a lot of discontented groups of people, discontented countries, having unrest and lack of peace. There is something which we all should know and remember, is happiness comes from inside. Nobody can make you happy unless you remain happy from yourself. Where do we get happiness from? Happiness we get from what we do, not to ourselves, but to somebody else. I always used to tell, because we have an organization called Heart Care Foundation where we give a lot of help to the poor patients. I always mention about the joy of giving. When we say about joy of giving, it's not only the money, the joy of giving yourself, a part of yourself to the society. Today morning, we had a discussion about what produces lifestyle diseases. You know, lifestyle diseases include heart attack, cancer, hypertension, diabetes, and various cerebrovascular accidents also. What is the problem with our lifestyle? We always focus on food, junk food. We always talk about bad cooking, lack of exercise. But I always felt that the happiness or the lifestyle become good when we love each other and when we give space to others in our lives. When we show sympathy as well as empathy to the fellow beings, that's the best lifestyle modification we can have. The Heart Foundation has launched a project called Pause for Your Brother. The biggest problem our society is facing now is that we don't pause for others. We are always on a rat race. We run alone, ignoring others, in front, in the back, on our sides. Give them space. If you can stop your car on a zebra cross for 2 seconds to allow somebody, some pedestrian to pass by, you go forward with peace of mind. You go forward with norepinephrine in your brain, oxytocin in your brain, serotonin in your brain, which are the happy hormones. And that happiness is what makes you healthy and good friendship and relationship with your fellow beings. You open the door for the guy who comes from behind. Stop for 2 seconds to do that. You give him a part of your life and take home happy hormones. You allow somebody to get into the bus or train and say after you, and they get in, you give them 2 seconds of your life and take home happy hormones. You allow somebody to get into the lift before you, saying after you, you take again happy hormones with you and be happy for the rest of your life. That is how we modify lifestyle. And that happiness has to be between individuals, between organizations, and between countries. We see wars all around. We see killings all around. And most of these things happen for nothing, no reason. At the end, who loses it? We ourselves. We hold the progress for years. We have already suffered from many years of pandemic. We have lost so many things. We have learned so many things as well. But have we learned positively? When we are recouping from the disasters we had, are we all working together for a happy world to live? We are not. That is where we have to change ourselves. Being happy from our mind, the happiness starts from ourselves, which should spread into our friendship, to our society, to our state, to the nation, and the whole globe. That mental happiness and peace of mind is to be obtained by giving others a little bit of what you have, your time, your kindness, your sympathy and empathy. Then only the world can progress. I thank you, Jain University, for giving me this opportunity. I'm really honored to be with you today. I've seen the campus. I've seen your students, your faculty. What a wonderful place it is. And I'm sure you will all benefit in your future from them. Wish them all the best. From myself and the organization which I work and represent, we offer all all the support to this university and the students and the faculty in future. God bless you all. Thank you.
Compassion is indeed the biggest lifestyle change that we can make. What a powerful message there, sir. Thank you so much. And you may not think of yourself as a speaker, but when a hardcore professional speaks with such passion about their vocation, that's the best kind of speech. Do you agree? Thank you. Thank you once again. And on that note, I'd like to invite our next plenary speaker, Dr. Gaurav Gupta, who's the founder president of Global Trade and Technology Council of India. He's also an advisor in charge of international outreach and brand promotion with Religare Group. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Namaskaram. I am humbled and thankful to Jain University for making me share dais with Dr. Jose Padma Bhushan, and it is my privilege and honor to be here today. Honorable dignitaries, esteemed panelists, Dr. Jose, distinguished guests, and dear students. It is a privilege to be here to the Future of Kerala Summit, hosted by Jain University, a platform that brings together thought leaders, scholars, and policymakers to discuss pathways toward a better and more harmonious future. Today, as we deliberate on the theme of global well-being for a harmonious future, we recognize that the future we envision must be inclusive, sustainable, and deeply rooted in shared values. The world is more interconnected than ever, and this interconnectedness is not just about trade and technology, it is about the collective well-being of humanity. And global is a very dear word to my heart. My organization is also Global Trade and Technology Council of India, which is working with more than 100 High Commission and embassies in New Delhi. The pillars of global well-being. At the heart of discussion are 5 key pillars: culture, leadership, justice, health, and diplomacy. About culture, which bind us together through shared traditions, values, and histories. Kerala, with its rich heritage of inclusivity and pluralism, exemplifies how culture diversity can be a strength, fostering mutual respect and social harmony. Leadership is not merely about authority, it is about responsibility. Ethical and visionary leadership can transform society, guiding them towards progress while ensuring that no one is left behind. Justice serve as the foundation of trust and fairness in any society. A future built on well-being must guarantee social and economic justice for all, ensuring equal opportunities for growth and dignity. Health is the cornerstone of sustainable development. A nation's true wealth is its people, and investment in healthcare and mental well-being must be prioritized to ensure long-term prosperity. And diplomacy. It bridges divides and fosters cooperation. In an era of global challenges from climate change to public health crisis, international collaboration is essential to drive meaningful change. The power of collaboration. The path to global well-being is not one that can be walked alone. Governments, businesses, academic institutions, and civil society must work together, leveraging collective wisdom to create inclusive policies and innovation solutions. Kerala, often lauded for its human development model, is a shining example of how investment in education, healthcare, and social equality can lead to holistic progress. But the lessons from Kerala are not just for Kerala, they are for the world. Whether it is sustainable tourism, grassroots governance, or community-driven health initiatives, Kerala offers a model that can inspire nations far and wide. Moving towards a harmonious future. As we look forward, we must ask ourselves, how do we ensure about well-being is not a privilege, for a few, but a fundamental right for all. The answer lies in our collective commitment to action by embracing ethical leadership, fostering cross border cooperation, and championing social justice. We can build a future that is not just economically strong but also morally and socially enriched. Jain University, for its focus on research, innovation, and global engagement, is a key driver in this mission. The young minds here today will be torchbearers for this vision. A future where prosperity and peace go ahead hand in hand, where humanity thrives not at the cost of others but alongside them. In closing, let us reaffirm our commitment to creating a world that prioritizes equity, peace, and holistic well-being. Let us celebrate our diversity while recognizing our shared destiny. And most importantly, let us take concrete steps through policy, education, and collaboration to turn this vision into reality. Thank you very much.
Thank you for driving home those important pointers, particularly one about collaboration, and warm gratitude for the great words, good words you spoke about Kerala. Thank you. A group photograph, please. Thank you.